Okay, welcome everyone. This is my weekly breakdown for the upcoming week. I'm gonna cover pound, dollar, the euro dollar, and gold. And this is a breakdown from weekly to 4-hour and what do I expect. All right, so this is the pound weekly chart. Well, as you can see, not too much is left for us to cover on the weekly. We pretty much repriced this area right here. So it would be interesting to see what happens after this one. Next buy side is obviously up here at 133. So we have to keep an eye on for this in the long run. That would be interesting level. Otherwise, this is quite bullish, especially if we go down to the daily. As you can see, this bullish run, it pretty much seems like it wants to go to 133. So bullish scenario. Let's wait for some minor retracements in price. If we go back to the weekly, nothing. Okay, so we have some fair value gaps here on pound. Fair value gap here. And we have another fair value gap down here. I will be watching these levels. If price goes down here, I will be definitely looking for some possible long positions since we're pretty much bullish, but I'm going to talk about the dollar index as well. So these are fair value gaps. Oh, of course, and don't forget the main one. Totally forgot that. This one as well. So multiple fair value gaps on pound. Let's just see what price wants to do. We're going to begin a new day. This is still Sunday. Market did not open yet, but we're definitely going to open and most likely going to tap into this one. I'm gonna be looking for long entries on pound for sure. If I go down to the 4-hour, like here, you can see that we also have a fair value gap here. And if you look at some retracement points, then you can see that the equilibrium level is just inside this fair value gap. So I'm going to be watching for the 130.65-ish level for possible long entries. So this area is the nearest point of interest for me. So this area right here, between 130.61 and 130.80-ish range. This is when I'm going to look for long entries on the lower time frame, which means 5 or 15 minute most likely. Gonna be looking for this, but we have to wait for Monday. Also, we can come down here on the 4-hour, same scenario. All right. And by the way, if I delete these and let's go to the daily again, just an interest. Let's just put a Pip here and see what's happening. Oh, damn it. From here and there. We also have an important level on the daily at the 50% level, which is 28.66 to 29-ish area right there. So on the daily, this area is a point of interest to me, and the 4-hour, I was just talking about the 30.61 to 30.80-ish level, which is around the equilibrium. All right, so I'm going to be looking for long entries. Otherwise, if it will move with a sharp breakdown, because technically this 4-hour chart broke these lows, we're going to be adopting for a different scenario. All right, so this is pound. Let's go to euro. Okay, now the euro made a very strong move to the upside, and as you can see here, this happened last year, right when you know what started to happen. I don't want to say it out loud because I don't want to get a strike from YouTube or banned or something, because obviously you can't speak of events like that, but obviously you know what happened in last year at the end of February. So this gap is most likely going to get fully closed. At least that's what I would like to see, even an up close candle. So at least, I mean, next week's candle could be just a small one, or at least try to cover these highs. So I see some more bullish movement, but first, before that, if I go down to the daily, so this is the range high, this yellow line or gold line there. And if I put a Fib tool here on the daily chart, you can see that this fair value gap is the most interesting one for us. And the price 110.41 to 50 level, so this area right here would be an optimal long entry. I'm looking for more longs, but have to wait for price to give us some opportunity. Of course, I'm gonna be keeping an eye on for this fair value gap as well, because it might just it could happen that, you know, it retraces back down into this mid threshold, like around 111.70 area, and then goes up again and bursts through that range. I mean, up to the upper level of that range. So 2 point of interest actually. We're going to be looking at 111.70-ish area in this fair value gap for longs, and below that one as well. If we go down to the 4 hour, everything is pretty much bullish. Small fair value gap here, but that's the same scenario on the daily. This one is much stronger. So let's keep an eye on for these levels. All right, that should be the one that we're looking for. So same scenario almost as pound. I'm definitely looking for bullishness, but again, we can see some sharp decline, but that's it. Okay, gold. Let's look at gold. Now gold has almost completely repriced this. This is the weekly chart on gold, and if we look at this fair value gap right here, you can see that gold almost repriced this level, and well, not completely. So we can see some more movement. Let's look at this level here as well. This can be a bullish order block down here. So let me just type it right here. Weekly bullish order block right down there. Changed structure nicely, then moved up. So the price could definitely come down there, because it made some, well, you know, the thing is that on the weekly we have relative equal highs up here, and the price can also come back down just to this level. So it can either go and take out these highs first, or just retrace back down. But very good sell side opportunity. I mean, sell side liquidity right there at that point, which is at 1892-ish level on the weekly. Could be clearing out some sell side. Otherwise, you know, it's pretty much we're in no man's land, like 50% scenario if we want to go further up or just further down. I know there's a strong liquidity level at 1983. I'm going to show it to you, but we have this weekly bullish order block as well. If I go down to the daily definitely, well, not the perfect structure break. So if I would have to place my bets, I would say that gold can drop down furthermore and then reprice this daily channel and then go back down a little bit further more. And look at that. If I put this here and here right there, then this one could be a perfect, like a daily order block. It can be a daily perfect daily bullish order block. And as a daily bullish order block, we can still see some bullish movements inside this area. So we're going to keep an eye on that. So far, if on the daily we would see a bullish entry here between 1938 and 1950 on the 5-minute and the 15-minute. So this would be a point of interest. Then I would choose to go long and take out some more highs. Otherwise, we'll see if it will break down sharply and take out this sell side liquidity at 1892. That's what I would be looking for. If I go down to the 4 hour, almost the same, although it's pretty much bullish. structure change multiple times into bullish scenario, but I'm definitely looking for price to rebalance this range right there. So that would be an interesting thing to see, and then we will go from there. So I'm looking for some long opportunities, but you know, I mean, if I look at this price range, we can say that we are in a discount area. That would be, I mean, if I put my Fib tool here, from here, yeah, maybe I can say that we are in a discount. So let's just wait for that. And the dollar index on the weekly, look at that. I mean, I was just watching the ICT video. This was almost like it wasn't random. Look at that. There is a small fair value gap here on the weekly chart, barely touched it, but left it untouched. I think it's gonna retrace a little bit back up. Oh, I'm sorry, on the daily, because we have quite some space to be repriced, and that would support our scenario on the pound and the euro. So I'm looking for some retracement on the dollar index as well. For example, let's go down here, and this one. This is something I would be looking for. All right, that's the scenario. And if this one happens, then our objectives for the pound and for the sorry, excuse me, I'm just hovering around charts, and for the pound and for the euro will be met around these point of interest on the 4 hour. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for now, looking for some bullishness, and we'll be watching the 4 hour and the daily imbalances on both of these, actually all of these three pairs. Thank you very much for watching, and see you guys on the live streams. Have a great weekend or weekdays. See you guys soon. Thank you.